Hello, dear traders. Thank you very much for helping our project. All links can be found in the description. We will analyze the main indicators of the company EVENTBRITE Incorporated, ticker EB. This review is based on data as of August 5, 2024. According to classification Guru.Markets, company EVENTBRITE Inc. belongs to the subcategory Leisure Other. 28 companies are involved in the analysis. This is very representative. Let's start with general information about the company. If necessary, you can pause it. We propose to consider all the parameters of the organization in question more carefully. Access to the table with the structure of company tickers is absolutely free and free. Market capitalization of the organization EVENTBRITE Inc. valued at $0.42 billion. And the market capitalization of the subcategory is $70 billion. EVENTBRITE Incorporated has a share of 0.598% and is one of the small companies in the subcategory. The company's balance sheet capitalization is $0.15 billion. The subcategory's balance sheet capitalization is $18 billion. EVENTBRITE Inc. constitutes a share of 0.879%. Having compared the shares of stock exchange and book value, we will see the following. Share EVENTBRITE Inc. in the subcategory in the case of stock market capitalization assessment is 0.598%. The balance sheet capitalization is 0.879%. This is 47% more than the share of the exchange value. Assessment of the company's share of the market and book value of the subcategory. Good 1 point. Final company assessment EVENTBRITE Incorporated will be demonstrated towards the end of the video. Please review the progress of the analysis in full. The analyzed company's debts amount to $0.304 billion. Financial liabilities to book value amount to 202.7% of capital. Result on the company's debt level, bad, -1 point. The ratio of the company's stock price to earnings corresponds to 0, with an average for the subcategory of 25.5, which is worse than the average for the subcategory. Assessment of the market value to profit ratio in comparison with companies in the subcategory. Very bad, -2 points. Profit for the last 12 months was -$18 million. Future earnings for the next 12 months are unknown. This is very negative for the company's price. Assessment of expected future profit in comparison with companies in the subcategory. Bad, -1 point. The company's value to revenue ratio is 1.3. The average for subcategory 1 is 30% higher than the average for the subcategory. Evaluation of the stock market value to revenue indicator in comparison with indicators in the subcategory. Tolerable, 0 points. Revenue for the last 12 months was $330 million. Future revenue for the next 12 months is unknown, which is extremely bad for the company's prospects. An assessment of the estimated future sales volumes in comparison with the indicators in the subcategory. Bad, -1 point. The sales margin is -5.5%, with an average in the subcategory of 4.1%. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 9.5%. Assessment of marginality in comparison with indicators in the subcategory. Tolerable, -0.5 points. The company's share in terms of the number of subcategory personnel is 0.598%, which is 0% less than the market capitalization share. And this shows the discrepancy between the company's stock price EVENTBRITE Inc. rather towards revaluation. The amount of market capital per company employee is $486,000. Whereas in the subcategory there are $486,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 0%. Estimation of the company's capital volume per employee in comparison with the indicators of subcategory companies. Good, 0.5 points. The amount of profit per employee is $0,000. Average for the subcategory, $19,100. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 100%. Estimation of the company's profit per employee in comparison with the indicators of subcategory companies. Tolerable, minus 0.5 points. The share of sales for each company employee is $386,000. In the subcategory, there are $471,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 22%. Estimation of sales volume per individual company employee in comparison with indicators in the subcategory. Tolerable, minus 0.5 points. There are 13.2% of shares for sale, with a subcategory average of 7.8%. This is a short squeeze indicator. Technical indicator RSI 14 shows a level of 36% for the company EVENTBRITE Inc. In the subcategory, the RSI level, 14, is approximately 45%. Technically, the subcategory shares are valued higher than the company's EVENTBRITE Incorporated. Comparing the movement of the company's stock price EVENTBRITE Inc. and subcategory shares, we can see that over 12 months, the company's shares EVENTBRITE Incorporated showed dynamics of minus 60.6%. Against price changes in the subcategory minus 27.6%. This does not say anything clearly, but it is necessary to keep this fact in mind. Before announcing the total score, please leave your stock rating EVENTBRITE Inc. in the comments below. The total result is minus 5 out of 10 points. The average result for the subcategory is 0.3 points. If you look very broadly, within the entire US stock market in aggregate, note that the average result for the market in total is 0.3 points. Against a score of minus 5 points for EVENTBRITE Incorporated. Let's go to the orders table. It is available. The link is in the pinned comment. The order table contains absolutely all previously made decisions by the information and reference System.GURU.Markets. Access to the order table is free and free. Link in pinned comment. Let me remind you that March 8, 2024. An order was published, company ticker EB. Information and reference system for stock valuation Guru.Markets, a decision has been made on this order. Close the order. The result is a profit of 21.1%. Thank you all so much for watching this video and for using the information and reference system from Guru.Markets. You truly are the best audience in the world.